Liverpool come back once again as they draw 1-1 with Nottingham Forest in the Premier League. Despite going 1-0 down in the first half, Diogo Jota and Kostas made an impact straight away. Kostas with the cross, Diogo Jota with the equaliser, and it was a very, very hard-fought point for Liverpool. Forest gave as good as they got all game. I thought they was incredible. Defended with absolutely resolute. Sells had a brilliant game in net, but Liverpool, how important could that point be in this title race? Right now, it keeps a 6-point gap between ourselves and Forest. And if Arsenal win tonight against Tottenham Hotspur, it will be 4 points. But that is a point that is it a point earned or is it 2 points lost? Depends how you look at it. I think going into the game, I expected a draw. I said on the match prediction, I said on the Premier League predictions, we would draw 2-2. I said we'd go behind and would come back. This mentality monster, never give in attitude that we have this season is shown once again. 1-0 down against a tough Forest side. They were much better the first half. Could have gone 2-0 up. Alisson Becker hasn't looked the same since coming back from injury. But second half, we absolutely improved. Arne Slot's made some changes. And the changes had instant impact. 22 seconds after coming on, Kostas and Diogo Jota both played a huge part in the goal. Tsimikas with a corner, Diogo Jota with a header for the equaliser. And we finish 1-1 against Nottingham Forest, despite throwing everything and the kitchen sink at the end. But fair play to Forest. They defended resolutely. There's a reason why they're hard to break down this season. Is because of the way they're defending. The midfield was solid. The defence and Sells, like I said, was absolutely sensational in net. And, people say, well, you've dropped points because of an incredible keeping performance. That's what keepers do. That's why keepers get paid. That's why the best teams in the league have the best keepers in the league, because at nights like that, you've got to rely on sometimes. You can't always, the never paid player, just like a Salah will get us out of danger. Sells has got them out of danger last night, and you can't complain about a good keeping performance. You can't complain about the referees all the time. It is what it is. We drew 1-1. We threw everything at them. Forest defended resolutely, and they got the point. And they deserved the point, if I'm honest, because they were defended. We deserved the point because we came back at them. Is it a point gained or is it 2 points dropped? For me, I think it is a point gained, bearing in mind this Forest team are a hard team. And we've got to the point where people will cry no matter what. If we lose, then fair enough. But every time we drop points, it doesn't mean it's the end of the world. But there are warnings there, as it says in the thumbnail, that there are warnings there. That it's a good result, but there are warnings, and that's exactly what I'm trying to get at here. Is the issues at defence, the issues in midfield are absolutely clear to see, and there's a reason why a lot of us want signings. Not just because sake of signings, because we can see it happening again. We can see this drop off again. We can see players getting tired, and we can see holes and cracks that are starting to show, and we don't want them to turn into massive holes and massive cracks. We don't want them to collapse, and it could cost us the season. If we're absolutely honest with ourselves, it could cost us the season. These cracks, these small cracks. If you don't sort your boiler out, it's a bigger problem. If you don't put a plaster, if you don't sort the problem out earlier, then the problem could become bigger, and it could start affecting our season. We've not won with 4 games out of the last 7. We've not won a game, so there's definitely cracks and issues there. But for people to say, like, it's the end of the world, that's it, we're going to lose our season, that's too far as well. It's not the end of the world. We've got into this mindset of where you've got to win every single game. Man City and Jurgen Klopp at Liverpool set a different precedent in this league. They set a standard where a loss or a draw is the absolute end of the world. You can't afford to do it. But this isn't what the Premier League is about. It's only been about because of City, because of Pep Guardiola's City, and then Klopp pushing on as well for that 99-100 points. That's not the usual thing that happens in the Premier League. A draw went to Nottingham Forest, and Nottingham Forest, that's third in the league, is a good result. It's all, if you're playing someone that's in form like that, third in the league, joint second in the league, a draw away from home, that is a good result. Yes, we want to win. Yes, we do want to win every game. Yes, Slot will be a bit angry that the fact that they haven't won. But in context, you've got to take every single point as it comes. And for me, I only get. I am worried. I've said it many times. Look, I see issues there, and I'm calling it out. I think FSG are not backing Slot as they didn't back Jurgen Klopp, and nothing I didn't expect. But it doesn't mean I'm going to throw the titles at Pan. Doesn't mean I'm going to go, yeah, well, we didn't deserve to do that. We need to win every game. It doesn't work like that. At the end of the day, it's a good result. We've got the draw. We move. We need to win now against Brentford. We've got to win now because, like I said before, a few games in a row dropping points, your mindset soon changes and doubts start to come in. Drawing to Man United was bad. Losing to Tottenham then added to that. Now the draw against last night is a few games. If taking Forest away from it, if you look at the game directly, that's 3 games in without the FA Cup against Accrington. That's 3 games in a row we haven't won, and that is worrying. But like I said, as a contextual game itself against Forest, joint second in the league, then it's a good point. Having come back from 1-0 down again, this is what I'm saying. But we've been sensational coming back from the season. So the first half we started drab, and I said we would do. I did it on the live. We did a live prediction, and I spoke to James, who was a Forest fan that was getting in the comments as well. And I said, look, it wouldn't surprise me if you come out at first. You got the early goal, and I expected you to come out on top. And it was like the Man United and Tottenham game over again. We just didn't get into the game. We slowly, gradually got into the game. The second half, Slot must have kicked them up the arse at half time. See, it was a different animal in the second half. It was Liverpool I'm used to seeing this season. But it's happening too much now, where we're playing only in one half of football. This is going to hurt us. We need to start this intensity. Needs to start from the front foot, straight from the beginning, because we're not going to get away with it every single week. We're not going to come back all the time. And this is what happened under Klopp. We found this under Klopp. We had defensive issues. We were going behind in the first half constantly, and eventually it caught up with us. We stopped getting wins. We stopped coming back to get draws, or we stopped coming back to get wins. We started losing games. And we need this intensity. We need this the way we can play straight off the bat. We need it straight away. The positioning where the goal came from was exactly the position I said that I'm worried about. Is that gap between the defence and the midfield. Gravenberch is doing sensational. Is absolutely sensational. He's doing a great job for adapting for what he is to what he has done. And again, when he went to centre back last night, sensational. This guy is just a footballer. I love footballers like Gravenberch. I can play anywhere and I can adapt the game. Like Steven Gerrard was. Steven Gerrard could play it right back and give you 8 out of 10, 9 out of 10. That's I love players like that can play anywhere across the pitch. But Gravenberch shouldn't have to. And that gap between the centre back and the defence and the midfield is starting to show at times, and it's starting to cost us goals. Gravenberch needs help. He needs help. This is why we're reacting now with Zubamendi not coming or someone else to go get someone else, but it's not going to happen. This is why we need additions, because he needs help. He's not even a DM properly. He's only playing there because he's had to adapt his game. And when we and people say, well, you can't bring anyone to replace Gravenberch. Gravenberch is better than them. It's not replacing him. It's playing alongside him. That's what it is. It's not replacing him. It's giving him a little bit of a chance to rotate and a chance to either go forward or be rested at times. Because at some point he's going to tire out, and at some point it's going to cost us more goals and more goals. And it's not on Gravenberch. I'm not saying this is Gravenberch and that's where the goal came from, but that's where their goal came from last night. Is that gap there? Quick pass and then straight through to Chris Wood from Elanga, and then it was a goal. And we're seeing defensive issues as well. Again, Rob had a poor game again, and we wanted Robbo. We wanted a life back in the summer, but you're not allowed to ask for signings anymore. So this is what we're seeing now. I'm hoping it doesn't cost us the title. I still believe, by the way, that we still win the title. But 1 or 2 additions to this side would just boost it up, would give it the freshness that it needs, would allow the players to play in better positions, would allow players to have a rest, and it'll give us an absolute boost to win this title. So there's a title there to win. We are the favourites, and we should be winning this now. So if we don't win this now, it's on the club. It's on FSG. It's absolutely on FSG. It absolutely is. Because Slot's, for me, shown enough. These players have shown enough that they can win a title. They're fucking talented players, classic players, and they've shown mentality as well this season. Like I said, second half we came back. Brilliant substitutions from Arne Slot. I've criticised Arne Slot's substitutions in the last few games. He's got them wrong. We do. He's not going to get him right all the time, but last night he got them absolutely spot on. Sensational substitutions. Tsimikas and he had the balls to bring Robertson off and Tsimikas on. Jota is so important. This is why Jota is so important. For me, he has to start now. He's too good at scoring goals. If he can keep fit as much as he can, he's so important to this Liverpool side. If someone like Salah's off it, like he was last night, Jota is there to pick up a goal. He's so good in the air. He's so good on the floor. He's such a clinical finisher. He is absolutely vital if we want to win this league this season. And the way Diaz is played now, Jota's got to start. And this is the worry about Diaz. I've said it the last few times I've been on. This has been the worry about Diaz. This is the worry that we saw last season, where he became predictable and started doing silly decisions or not making the right pass or trying to dribble when there was no dribble on. Just becoming predictable. And we're seeing it again now. At the start of the season, he started on fire. He's been sensational most of the season. He started out when we bought him. The guy that I said on camera, I said on the stream that he had potential, like Mane potential. That's how good he was when he came in. But it's showing this sort of performance, and it's not good enough. It's simply not good enough. That chance that he had when it was a long ball to him and it was 2-on-1, and he waited and waited for that pass. And then it was such a tame pass as well on the outside of the foot. I think it was outside of the foot. It just like there was no conviction in the pass, and it was just like, what a waste. And I want him to do well, Diaz. I think Gakpo should be the one that starts on the left. Maybe put Gakpo. Diaz is not a striker, but when he's been on the left, he's been predictable well in recent games. So for me, Jota's got to start now. It's just too important. If he's fit, he's got to start, because Nunes isn't good enough. Dan's maybe even have a chance, because Dan's at least is clinical and is a proper striker. Dan's is probably the only proper striker we've got. Jota's not really a proper striker. He can play on left as well. But you got to play Jota now. You got to play Jota. It's going to be absolutely vital for us. If we can keep him fit as long as we can, it's going to be big for the season and for the title. Because again, Salah was not on it last night. He was not on it again last night, and it's quite worrying. I'm hoping the contract negotiations aren't spilling out onto the pitch, which was our worry to happen. And if it does happen, again, it's on FSG. If that starts spilling to the pitch, where Salah's underperforming, Van Dijk's not playing. He didn't play particularly well. He was all right. I think they were decent last night, but he's not playing the Van Dijk standard last night. And I just, same out again against Man United, it was the same. I just think if this contract situation starts playing itself on the pitch and starts affecting these on the pitch, then we're in big trouble. Yes, we've got clear at the top. We're 4 points clear of Forest. We're 6 points clear of Arsenal. Oh, sorry, 6 points clear of Forest, 7 points clear of Arsenal. Also, they play tonight, and we'll have a game in hand. Then after that, no matter what happens tonight, it doesn't matter. Once the mindset change, once the doubts come in, and once things outside of the football start affecting the football, it's a big impact, and it could cost us the season. And I swear, these people that present FFG, they better pray and hope it don't cost us the season, because I'm going out. I'm going in massively. I still think we'll win the league. I think mentality this season has been sensational. Keeping someone like Jota fit is absolutely key. I think Robbo's got to be dropped now for Tsimikas, for me. I'm worried about Konate. If I'm honest, I'm worried about Konate, because I think he's playing through. He even said it. He said it himself. Look, he's had to push himself to get fit because Gomez is out now, and that could hurt us. it could seriously hurt us. He shouldn't have to be pushing that hard to get fit, and it could be back too early. And I'm just hoping that he doesn't pull another muscle, and we end up losing Konate and Gomez, which can be expected because both injury prone now. So, but we're not allowed to play players, like we said. But yeah, it was a good result. Like I said, good result. But there were certainly warnings there. Congratulations to Forest for defending the way he did. He was sensational. Sells man of the match. But that defence was absolutely solid through the bodies online, and that's what defending's about. Nunes Santos are doing a great job at Forest, and I think they will get European football. No matter what European football is, I think they'll get it, just the way they're playing. But yeah, it's on to Arsenal tonight. Eyes are on Arsenal tonight. If they can get a win tonight, I think definitely pressure's on us. Then 4 points clear, but a game in hand. But a game stand mean nothing if you can't win them. You've got to win them. I'd have points on the board. But anyway, thank you everyone for watching. Make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, notification bells on, because we get content out every single day. I've said before, Liverpool content out every single day, but we also have Premier League content as well, such as Premier League predictions, FA Cup reviews, things like that. We've got everything coming on this channel. And if you go back to my Premier League predictions, I actually got a few results right last night. I certainly said a draw in our game. I said a win for West Ham. I said 2-2 draw also for Chelsea. So if you like these sort of content, if you like Premier League predictions, if you like any sort of content, football content, you love this channel. But if you're certainly a Liverpool fan, get involved in this channel. Get your comments in. Subscribe to the channel and join us at the Talking Heads. Thank you for watching. Have a great day, guys.